Hi, and welcome to today's SemiRespectable Report. Why do Republican voters never get anything that they want or vote for? Because this is who they elect. Republican Florida Congresswoman Maria Elvira Salazar.
We're talking about those millions and millions of illegals, undocumented people who belong to my community. Probably 80% of the undocumented belong to the Hispanics, the largest and fastest growing minority in the country. So why don't we give them dignity? Let them stay, those who do not have a criminal record.
Her people, not you, them. She represents foreigners. She's open about it. That's the GOP. And on the other side, what was outgoing Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett up to? The usual low IQ and dressed like a retard crap.
It's racist. It's just racist, racist, racist. Let me be clear about something. The people that were here are the indigenous folk. And you know who ICE been rounding up? They've been rounding up indigenous people. The people that originally came, not the colonizers, but the original people. So what this is about is whiteness. Everything that this administration has pushed has been about white supremacy. The World Cup that captured the imaginations of the entire world when they saw all of these people of color that was playing for all these teams. And ultimately, if you recall, the last two teams, it was Argentina and Spain. And it seemed like the vast majority of the world was rooting for Argentina, or actually against Argentina, right? And why was that? Just give me an explanation if you could guess. If you'll just let them finish the answer.
Spain had the best team. Maybe that's why they were rooting for them.
There's also a racist history that exists as relates to
Mr. Byer,
Argentina.
you're recognized.
Thank you.
Racist soccer watching. Is there even one thing anymore that's not racist? I have fatigue. If you want more videos like this, just boost your spirits and get you through to tomorrow. Share the links and subscribe and comment and turn on notifications and tell your friends and share the links. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth was also on Capitol Hill and asked, why isn't there money for the U.S. military, but there is always money for Ukraine?
Under the Biden administration, there were 5 supplemental requests for Ukraine, which almost every member of this body voted for to send rapidly. 5 supplementals that went to Ukraine, as good as that cause may be, why is that righteous to do? But funding troops in harm's way right now, given the threat and what they're undertaking, this is a partisan exercise?
You know what would be nice? To fund the American military to liberate American-occupied blue cities, no? Like New York, Minneapolis, Chicago. Free them from the communists they've taken over? Good idea, no? Joe Biden wrote a book. Who says book deals are money laundering? No way. We're sure he thought hard and poured his soul into every word of this book that he must have written longhand, relating all the tales of his magnificently successful 4-year term, right? Not money laundering. Did you know how much of American food production is owned and operated by foreign entities?
We sent our food production overseas. In fact, 2023 was for the first time a significant net importer of our food for America. Today, nearly 85% of our meat packing capacity is controlled by just 4 companies, including 2 that are foreign owned. Additionally, our largest pork company in America is owned by a China company, or China. 4 fertilizer companies now represent 78% of the production versus just a couple of decades ago, that was in the dozens. And 2 seed companies now produce more than 50% of the seed for America. These are national security implications.
Is this why Americans are fatter, sicker, and more lethargic than ever? And Netflix wants you to know that Gone with the Wind is a movie about racism. And instead of watching it on Netflix, you should support Black Lives Matter. You know, the money laundering fraud operation? If you still give money to Netflix every month, you really need to knock it off. Just saying. We'll see you tomorrow. Spread the word, please, because semi-respect is all we have time for.